You got your ukulele, you took it home, and now you're wondering, how do I tune it? Because it might sound absolutely terrible. Sometimes ukes have strings that have been sitting for quite a while in the store. They could be really out of tune. Maybe the store tuned it for you. I don't know. But no matter what, you have to learn how to tune your instrument, especially when it's new or when it gets new strings on it. It has to be tuned every single time you play it. And eventually you won't have to do it every single time once those strings get nice and stretched out and taut and you're playing all the time. So we start with our clip-on tuner at the headstock, right at the tip here. Mine automatically turns on when I put it on the headstock, and you'll see it's ready to go. They're all different. Some of them will have a little letter up there. This one has a C. I'm gonna push the buttons until I get to a U for ukulele. Let's see, it's hard for me to see that. Let's see. Okay, here is my tuner. It's on the U. Yours might not have that option. It might just be a straight tuner. That's fine. This is how we're gonna do it. You're clipped on here, and your strings, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, the one at the top is your fourth string, and that will be tuned to a G. G, and then C will be your third string. E will be your second string. A will be the first string. So let's just touch those and say what they should be tuned to. So fourth string, G, third, C, second, E, fourth, A. G, C, E, A. I'm going to put my, and same thing if you are left-handed, G, C, E, A. If you did get a ukulele that's not for left-handed, you do need to make sure those strings get flipped for you, because they do have different thicknesses and it will change your tuning. So you either get a left-handed instrument or have the strings switched for you. And then you can tune them to G, C, E, A. We're gonna go ahead and start with our G. So that is the fourth string up toward the ceiling. I'm gonna grab the body of my instrument with these fingers and just with my thumb, do that over and over. And I'm gonna look at my tuner. This one says my fourth string is green at a G. If it wasn't, you'll see it's not green. So I look at my G, I follow it up to the correct peg. When you're new, it's very common to accidentally start turning the wrong peg and then popping a string. So make sure your tuning peg is attached to the string that you're plucking. This can be done pretty quickly. It's just a matter of getting used to it. So I have one hand on the G, and I have the other hand on the tuning peg, and I'm watching my tuner. And if it's not going the direction you want it to go, then you just turn your peg the other way. So you're either tightening or loosening. So I will show you this up close here. I seem to be going farther away. And there it's in the green, so I'm gonna stop. That's our G. Now we're gonna do the same thing with C. The third string. I'm out of tune. I'm gonna follow that third string up to the correct tuning peg. Very, very little turns. That's putting me the wrong direction, so I'm gonna go the other way. There I am. C. So I'm gonna go back to my G, double check. C. I got a little out. can take a long time at first, but you'll get the hang of it. And you have to start out doing this every time you play. But again, once those strings get all set, you're good. G, C, the second string is going to be an E. Mine is an E. If it's not on yours, follow it up. Make sure you're on the correct tuning peg and gently tighten or loosen the peg until you get to the green E. And then string number 1 should be an A. And my tuner says the 1 next to it for an A. That means my first string. Okay, second string. So again, G, C, E, A. Some people choose to keep their clip-on tuners on all the time, so every time they play, it's ready to go. Some people don't. You can just put it on when you're ready to tune it and take it off. Again, practice tuning every time you play just to get used to it. It seems like a lot at first, but once you get the hang of it, like everything else, it becomes easy. So we will start every lesson with tuning our instrument, so you'll get lots of practice.